Deep in the heart of Asia lies a country that was once the epicenter of the largest empire in history and is home to the biggest wild sheep on Earth, the Argali. I'm Rob Gerstner, bow hunter and wildlife conservationist. My journey to Mongolia is one that is certain to be filled with extreme ups and downs as I navigate a path to harvesting a mature Hangai Argali Ram with my bow. So he said there's one up in here?
There are 8 of them.
8 of them? So they're bachelored up.
I'm really optimistic with where we're headed here.
I missed him. No, I know it's missed him. Mongolia is a place of vast, unforgiving landscapes. The Gobi Desert covers over 500,000 square miles across southern Mongolia and northern China, making it the 5th largest in the world. To the northeast, desert gives way to the seemingly endless Mongolian steppe. Even here, there is no refuge from the elements. A dry, semi-arid climate allows only short grasses to grow, while brutal winters plunge temperatures to 40 degrees below zero. Across central Mongolia, the steppes slowly transition to the mountains of the west, home to the largest species of wild sheep, the Argali. Descendants of giant Ice Age sheep, Argali once inhabited most of Europe and Asia. Today, there are 14 distinct subspecies ranging from Kazakhstan in the west to China in the east, and from the Altai Mountains in the north to the Himalayas in the south. Although preyed on by wolves and snow leopards, bitter winters take the greatest toll. Even the Argali are not immune to Mongolia's brutality. Despite the harsh conditions, Mongolia has been inhabited by humans for over 20,000 years. Early Mongols took up a nomadic lifestyle, migrating across the countryside in search of better grazing for their livestock, opportunities to trade, and as the result of war. Amid chaos among warring nomadic tribes in the 12th century AD arose a savage leader who unified the Mongol tribes, Genghis Khan. By the time of his death in 1227, the great Khan laid the foundation for the Mongols to conquer a vast territory. In 1279, the Mongol Empire spanned the breadth of Asia and crept into Eastern Europe, making it the largest contiguous empire in all of history. For his conquests, Genghis Khan has been immortalized in history books, museums, and throughout modern Mongolian culture. Built in 2008, this 130-foot-tall stainless steel statue stands proud as a reminder of Mongolia's national hero. It's here, in the shadow of this legendary giant, that I meet up with my local guide and translator, Billy. They built this thing where? I mean, I'm just asking. They must have built it somewhere else and brought it here and set
Oh no, they just built this thing here.
Right here, on site.
On site.
Holy cow.
Well,
And it's all stainless steel.
Yeah.
Well, let's go inside and check it out.
All right, let's go.
Constructed from 250 tons of stainless steel at a cost of $4.1 million, this is the world's largest equestrian statue. A fitting tribute to the vast armies of mounted warriors that fueled the Mongol Empire's siege machine. laying waste to cities in its path and assimilating any survivors.
There's a fun fact about him that somehow 8% of today's living population of the world actually inherited his DNA.
8%?
8% of all people in the world.
So he got around.
Yeah, he got around. Every night, different concubine.
Today, Mongolia is the most sparsely populated country on the planet, with 3.2 million people inhabiting a landmass twice the size of Texas. 30% of the population is still nomadic, and half live here in the capital city of Ulaanbaatar. Digging deeper into the fascinating history of this country, Billy and I stopped by the National Museum of Mongolia in downtown UB. I get the impression that archery goes back in Mongolia.
Way back there.
Maybe as far back as any other civilization.
Exactly.
Mongol soldiers were exceptionally skilled horsemen and archers. Historical records indicate warriors were capable of incredibly accurate shots at targets hundreds of yards away while riding or even standing on horseback. The skills and tactics of horseback archery are believed to have originated in the Eurasian steppes, along with many technological advances. Those are some pretty sophisticated broadheads. What's the time frame, roughly, of this?
Between 6th and 9th century.
Between the 6th and 9th century?
Yes.
Well, the irony is, those bigger ones, those 3-blade, the similarity today is amazing. Like my broadhead is a 3-blade fixed broadhead. It looks very similar to that style. Today, archery remains culturally significant in Mongolia and is one of the 3 major national sports that also include wrestling and long-distance horse racing. These sports are the main attraction at the annual Nadam Festival, a federal holiday with traditions dating back over 8 centuries. I find the significance of archery in Mongolia's history fascinating, and even though modern archery gear is so much more evolved than its historical counterpart, I can't help but think how these ancient advances in technology paved the way for today's equipment. That, coupled with the prominence of archery in modern Mongolian culture, and I'm definitely feeling like I'm in the right place as we begin our journey to the wilderness at the edge of the Hangai Mountains. The terrain here is unlike anything I've ever seen. Taking it all in, I check my bow and begin to prepare for tomorrow's hunt. So he said there's one up in here?
Yeah, he's got some of his men ready at scouting, still scouting right now. Yeah.
Wow. Like literally right here in these mountains?
Yeah.
No kidding.
There are 8 of them.
8 of them?
Yeah.
So they're bachelored up. They're grouped up.
Yep.
That's interesting. This is Ziggy. He's spent most of his life living in the Mongolian wilderness, raising livestock and guiding Argali hunts. Ziggy and his sons have been watching a group of 8 Hangai Argali Rams for over a month. For a rifle hunt, this would mean a layup. But with a bow, there are many variables that must perfectly align in order to even have a chance at getting a shot. Yeah, they're in a difficult position, Billy. And there's 2 in the group that are
Big.
right? The other
other
Six, the other five are nice.
Five are average.
Average, and then there's a small one.
And then the small one.
So there's 8 rams together. They're all bachelored up, and they're wandering around through this range of mountains here from one day to the next. 6 are shooters, but 2 are really good. So we're going to be really patient and stay back and make sure we don't get detected and just watch them however many days it takes to get in close. The good news is these guys know what they're doing, and they're very patient, and they realize that we cannot rush in on them because they're completely settled, and we want to keep them that way. So I'm really optimistic with where we're headed here based on the conditions and these guys. So.
They're very close. They're just behind that ridge. They settle down and eating.
The wind is, there's something right on top there. Right on top. There's the females. Almost distracted by these ewes, I look downhill to see the group of rams we're after step out into the plains below. For 90 minutes, we watched them work their way across the valley. Which one's the big one?
The ones lying on the most right, looking this way, is the biggest first one.
This way. Okay, I see that. But the one that's white, he's the biggest.
Yeah.
That's easy to remember. We nickname this ram Mr. White and wait patiently for the group to move back onto the mountain where we have a chance at closing the distance. Any opportunity we have, it all comes down to being close enough, downwind, and the ram not moving. But they're really on the move. Like, I can't believe they went from way over there, all the way over there. Yeah. If they smell some level of danger, then they could move on. But he was saying that that direction is another hunting area. That's a long ways to those mountains, though. Like, right? They'd really need to have a strong reason to get out of here. I mean, in other words, these mountains are perfect for them to stay here.
Yeah.
The area we're permitted to hunt is well over 100 square miles, but argali are a nomadic species that wander well beyond the invisible boundaries of this region. This makes it ever so vital that we don't put too much pressure on these rams. We absolutely must be patient and wait for the right opportunity. If we lose their location, it could take days to relocate them or find another ram. If we push too hard, they could end up out of reach on the next hunting area. With the rams out of sight, we head back to the truck to get ahead of them on the back side of the mountain.
Coming over to the bridge by low. Getting closer.
Once again, we're pinned down with no way of getting closer in this barren landscape. Over the course of the next 45 minutes, the rams work their way into 200 yards, an easy shot with a rifle, but completely out of the question with a bow. Even so, I'm thrilled to be sitting here and beyond excited for what tomorrow may bring.
We had some bad weather yesterday, and these rams wandered off in the night, and the team here is trying to relocate them. So we'd have a real challenge if they wandered off. So they're back in here somewhere. These are like nomads. These animals, unlike North American sheep, they don't stay put. Hopefully we'll relocate them and we can make a plan here this morning. Billy, are they below the flag or the antenna?
Below, way below the antenna, almost on the lean.
Oh yeah, I've seen them bedded down, way down.
Yeah.
All bedded down. We just have to continue to be patient and like they're bedded down, which is great, but there's no approach to them. I kind of feel like we have to wait for an opportunity where they bed down in a shootable position. Because where they are now, the closest cover is 200 yards away.
Right.
So it's pointless to try and go with a bow.
Yeah.
The gun, this hunt will be over yesterday.
Oh yeah.
But for now, day 2, right? We can just continue to be patient and not push them around. The land is so vast and so huge that the population of the Argali per square mile is really low because there's so much land.
Oh yeah.
There must be a lot of focus on trying to keep track of the population of Argali in order to manage the quantity and quality of the animal.
Yeah, the number of Argali in Mongolia is actually thriving.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's going up.
Yeah, the Argali actually now showing up the places they weren't before.
You know, if everybody got aligned with the strategy behind controlling population via hunting, it'd be different. But there's still too many factions out there that believe hunting is not the answer. The downside is if there's no hunting allowed at all, then the local activity of poaching just goes through the roof.
Oh, yeah.
Because wildlife conservation no longer is managing the population, they back off, and locals will just kill them for the food.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is all the more reason why we just got to be super patient and conservative with our moves. It could all just happen very quickly, you know. Like we could be spending days doing this, and then all of a sudden, you know. This is a good spot because if they're above us, I can reach. If they're below us, I can reach. I can reach both ways. I think it's perfect. They're up high, Mike. saw movement. I don't know.
We hurry to the other side of the mountain, surprised to see a single ram, Mr. White, break away from the group. If there's ever a perfect bow hunting opportunity, this is shaping up to be it. We're set up ahead of a mature Hangai Argali Ram, undetected and downwind. All that's left is the patience and fortitude to place an ethical shot.
I missed him, right? No, I know. It's my stomach.
Yeah. So Rob, instead of waiting for the ambulance, we should go there. So just to win the time, so we just go in our own car. It's better to be there.
Where?
To
the county.
County hospital.
And then they can take you to the, you'll be with the ambulance.
Yeah.
Car ready? Let's help you out. Mike,
Yeah.
let's go there.
Okay.
Let's bring.
Can we get the car here?
Yeah, I'll bring it.
There you go.
Just wait 1 second. Can we get the car
Yeah,
here?
just hold here.
Okay.
Just let me know at what point. If I need to call Global Rescue and both
should.
in, just let me know.
We should go to the hospital first.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I need that.
No, what's your head?
Thank you.